Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. This is some kind of strange visual novel that appears adorable, but from what I've heard, it is not actually as adorable as it looks. Doesn't help that right off the bat on Steam, there's a article in the recent news for Rock Paper Shotgun saying it's a hidden horror game. But I have purposely kept myself, completely blind to, the whole story of it, because I know a lot of people have been playing it, and I kind of want to experience it firsthand, so let's see how this actually goes. Okay, I guess I will enter the name Star. Let's see how this goes. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. You mean like Naomi and Seiko from Corpse Party? Just saying. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Fair enough. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Star. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Star, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, Oh, that's me, sorry. I'm getting confused already. I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I am perfectly happy just staying home playing video games. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh, great friendship, isn't it? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hello! High five, girlfriend! I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I'm good, thanks. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. If you're happy, if you want my happiness, then don't force me into situations where I, as an introvert, cannot handle the stress. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. No, I think the ones that are probably in college now are probably the ones that are not used to the real world to some extent, but there's no point in talking about that right now. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. I'm more worrying about you. You're forcing me into becoming an extrovert, which I don't want to be. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Otherwise, you won't stop whining at me. Why are we friends again? Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate every time inside of her head, or everything inside of her head. Yeah, I know, it's like, oh, there's a bit of a wave going, it's a tsunami! That's probably where she goes with, I don't know. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. Boy, this picture with, like, the classroom and the seats and everything, God, it's like almost every visual novel has this kind of setting. At least it looks nice, though. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Nope, I'm still good with watching anime and playing video games. I'm good. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out, and probably thinking about anime. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I'm okay with this. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. You wanted me to join a club? I'm looking at clubs. There's nothing satisfying you, girl. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might want some encouragement, so I thought, you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Really? Aw, the face is adorbs. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Oh dear, I can only imagine what she writes. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I like reading occasionally. Mostly fantasy novels, but I digress. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. You had me at cupcakes. If they're chocolate cupcakes, then you definitely have me. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! I relate to this character I made, even though it's literally just my name. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. As long as it was a chocolate cupcake, otherwise I would not accept anything else. Unless maybe it had some mint in it. Mint is good too. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member! I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Oh god, I gotta come up with another voice. Oh, I'm a boy. I didn't know that. I just figured it was gonna be clearly entire girls. Okay. Okay, fine. I'm giving you a Valley Girl accent. Sort of. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Okay, what voice should I give you? God damn it, there's too many voices. Let me think. Because I already got the high squeaky voice. I guess I'll give you the airy voice. Ah, Star, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Humph. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year, especially her attitude. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. They better be damn good cupcakes. You can just ignore her when she gets moody, which is probably every day. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy and anger. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Also, thus far, she's probably going to be like the mother hen of the group, just because she kind of reminds me of Risan from School Live. Including the hair, except obviously a different hair color. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. I relate to this girl. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. I have the green eyes and the hair color, but for the most part, I don't have my hair that long. I haven't had my hair that long since high school. It's great to see you again, Star. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. Oh, did you have a crush on her? So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Star. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Yes, give me my payment so I can get the hell out of here. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Tea's good. Which is kind of funny that I gave the girl who asked for tea in English accent. I'm not going into it. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Really, the picture doesn't show it. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. And then a skeleton falls out. No? Okay. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. They had better be damn good cupcakes. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh! Or, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Aw, that's adorable. I don't know if I want to eat it. But again, it's not chocolate. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Okay, there is some bit of chocolate, but I demand all chocolate. Or at least chocolate frosting. This does not do. This does not please the star. So cute! Or should I say kawaii? I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Heh, well, you know. Just hurry and take one. God. Sarah grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks through her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. So it's like, I'm not sticking my fingers in my mouth, thank you. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Why do you need to do that? Just take a bite. Stuff it in your face. I don't know. Natsuki is quiet. I can't but help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She's probably thinking like, ugh, stupid boy doesn't like my cooking. Baka. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. I take one of its little ears. because chocolate. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Yeah, she's definitely coming off as a tsundere for me. She's like, it's not like I have a crush on you, baka. Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for, you, dummy. Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yep, she's definitely a tsundere. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this class? Oh, that's me. I gotta read. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Yes, it does. I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh god! Is this gonna end up in a four-way? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you? I really don't, but I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Jeez, it's like these girls have never been around a boy before. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was bribed with cupcakes. That's literally it. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Yeah, considering I'm the only one who currently owns a penis, apparently. As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Same. It feels like nothing but arguing about that budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Yep. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And yet you don't get many members, just saying. You only have 4 now, and one of which was bribed with a cupcake. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really all grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. No, screw it. I'm giving you a country accent for no good reason. I'm just gonna give you a yokel accent for no good reason. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I've just decided. The pink-haired girl is a cowboy. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these 3. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Either they're just starved for attention and horny as hell. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Star, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Just don't say hentai. Manga. Close enough. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. She's gonna kill me, isn't she? It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Just take another cupcake and run. I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Well, escapism, essentially. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I couldn't sleep for days. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Pretty much. Really? Oh, wrong girl. Bleh, wrong girl. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? Oh god, she probably reads 50 Shades of Grey, doesn't she? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Which is ironic that I gave her the bad yokel accent. Sarah sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute, says the girl with pink hair and pigtails. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki's averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Yeah, that's always the thing. And it makes it even worse when it's like you finally have the courage to show somebody your work, and then they just say it's garbage. It's like, I put my heart and soul in this and I trusted you with this, and you shot me down. Why? This is why I have trust issues. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Uh-huh. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Star? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. I want more cupcakes. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. Oh god, they're gonna kill me! But, I'm sorry, I thought... Humph! Star! You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Oh no! My boyish behavior is taking over. Apparently. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Oh dear, his libido is talking. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I wouldn't be super pissed. I did just come for the cupcakes, but apparently my testicles went out in the end. And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring that to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Star, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Or maybe that's my testicles, I don't know. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Can I have another cupcake? Hey Star, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the classroom and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Just write a haiku, I suppose.